Hey guys, on today's episode of Driving in Cars with Jason, we're going to talk about a few cinematic gimbal movements using a drone. So stand by. So I woke up this morning and realized how beautiful of a day it was. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to go and fly my Mavic today. So I went ahead and jumped on Google Earth. By the way, Google Earth is a great tool to use to scout locations prior to getting there. I use it all the time, it's great. So I found a location and I packed up my bag, jumped in the car and headed out. Drove around for maybe 45 minutes trying to find this spot. I just couldn't find the right entrance to get to it. By the time I got there, I realized I made a huge rookie mistake. I forgot to check the airspace around the area that I was going to fly, and it just so happened that it was a military airspace. I was able to get the drone up, but I could not get it any further than about 60 feet in front of me. There happened to be a geo gate there, so that was that. Turned around and went home. I said, you know what, I'm not going to let this ruin my day. My goal was to show you some cinematic gimbal movements with the Mavic, or with any drone to be honest, and I'm still going to do that. So let's just jump right into it. The first movement I'm going to show you is called an orbit. So this is what you do when you find your subject and you orbit 360 degrees around the subject. You don't have to necessarily go 360 degrees, but you know, for this demonstration, that's what I'm doing. So it's 360 degrees in an even slow motion. You want to make sure that your subject stays centered in the middle of your frame. You want to make sure that the settings on your drone are set to a medium to slow speed. You don't want any jerky movements when you're moving the gimbal around or trying to pan your drone from left to right, or you know, in an orbit. I can't really give specifics because each drone manufacturer has settings unique to themselves. Some drones already have this programmed into their settings, so it does it automatically for you. So if you don't have that much experience with flying drones and trying to make these movements, you can go ahead and click on those settings and set your drone to its point and let it go. It does it all for you automatically. This next movement is my all-time favorite. It's called the reveal. This particular movement is great for when you want to reveal a subject or location, giving your audience a bit of suspense. So what you're going to do is you're going to point your camera down. While moving forward, you will slowly raise your camera until it reveals the subject in the foreground. This next cinematic drone shot is called the forward tilt down. So your drone will move in a forward straight motion over the object or subject. The camera will then tilt down and track the object. This gives a pretty unique perspective of the subject or the object in the frame. This next movement is your typical simple pan left or pan right. What you will do is you'll point your camera straight towards your subject and slowly track your subject to the left or to the right. Whichever direction they're moving, you are going to follow them slowly in a straight line. And for the last movement, I call this up, up, and away. Yeah, kind of like Superman, but actually that's what it looks like. So what you'll do with this particular movement is base towards your subject and begin to fly backwards and up, away from the subject, giving this broad perspective once you move all the way out. I love this shot. It's really cool. It looks great, and you can use it with just about anything. Well, that's all we got for today, guys. If you have any questions, please leave those questions in the comment section below. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until next time, always be creating. See